I want to welcome everybody to this gorgeous Sunday morning. I'm in San Diego for the weekend, and the weather is absolutely spectacular. We're staying at Torrey Pines, overlooking the golf course and
I'm
the
trying to get
ocean.
my face.
And
Good.
how bad is that? It's pretty special. Anyway, we have a wonderful speaker today, Milenka Berengolc, who will be talking to us about Reiki for Parkinson's. And let me tell you a little bit about Milenka. Milenka first began studying Reiki over 30 years ago when she was in her early 40s and has practiced on herself and others ever since. She recently became a Reiki master teacher and is now able to attune others to Reiki energy. Milenka was diagnosed with Parkinson's over 20 years ago, which I find hard to believe. You will see for yourselves how wonderful she's doing. And Reiki has been an invaluable support for her. She gives herself a Reiki treatment every morning before rising, and she uses Reiki and addresses disability in her art. As a performance artist and curator, she has showcased her work in numerous venues and received a number of grants. Milenka is currently the director of special projects at the Brooklyn Center for Independence of the Disabled. She currently leads improv workshops and Reiki workshops with people who live with MS. She will soon be leading a women's advocates webinar series, interviewing accomplished women. And then she put me in that list, which I'm very thrilled to be part of. Thank you, Milenka. And women who have made a difference in their communities. She's also has a mental health background and worked as a peer and later as director of peers at the South Beach Psychiatric Center in SI, New York. What's SI?
Staten Island,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
one
Oh,
of the
Staten
boroughs.
Island. Staten Island. Okay, I have to. I don't know New York terminology. I've never lived there, so okay. So I'm going to turn it over to Milenka. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat, and we will discuss. We will have time to have her answer all of your questions when she's done with her presentation. So Milenka, it's all yours.
Thank you, Sharon. I'm really happy to be here and to talk to everyone about Reiki. So, Reiki is let's look at the word. It's a Japanese word, by the way. This is a how to put it. Okay, let me go back to Reiki. Rei means universal. Ki means the energy, the life force that's in all beings, organic beings. So that's humans, animals, and plants. So what it is you get attuned so that you are, how can I put it? You become a channel or a conduit. It's not my energy when I give a treatment. It's not psychic energy. It's a very high frequency of what is all around us. We are all part of this universal energy. It's like a web. And it can actually be used in person, or I will talk quite a bit more about that. There's also distant or remote sending of energy. So what it is Reiki supports your body's natural healing. Who's doing the healing? Not me. You are. The only person that can heal you is you, if you look at it on some level, right? So if you were to get a treatment in person, you would lie down on a table, like a massage table. You do not take off your clothes. And the Reiki practitioner will just put her hands lightly on you or above you. You don't even need to be touched. What you'll experience is deep relaxation, which then is a door, opening the door to healing yourself. I'll tell you that Reiki is now used in it's hard to believe, but in over 800 hospitals throughout the country. It's used in people want it in pre-surgery, surgery, and certainly post-surgery, because it accelerates healing. And that includes Johns Hopkins, that includes, what is the name of that hospital? Well, in any case, it's for cancer treatments. So it will reduce pain and brings harmony on a physical, emotional, and mental levels. And what it is I don't know if you've ever heard of chakras. Okay, those are, you have. Okay, so those are also related to the different glands and organs in your body. For example, here at the throat is where your thyroid gland is. Here you would have your heart. I'm going to show you how I do my treatment, okay, that I do every day. And so why don't I do that now, and you'll see what it's like. And then I'll talk a bit about the remote healing, as we call it. Okay, so can you see me on a chair?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so after I wake up, this is what I do. I also, by the way, add acupressure as well as with the Reiki. So I'm going to take off my hat, which is my part of my persona. And now I have hat hair. Anyway, so I have, okay, there are different levels of practitioners. The first time you get attuned, the energy will flow through from your hands, and you will feel that. Often you feel warmth, and it could be tingling, it could be some kind of relaxation. So what I do is I start here. Okay, and so when you get to this, when you get to the second level, you learn symbols that you actually draw in your head. This increases the frequency of the energy. Okay, so anyway, I start here. Okay, watch. And it feels so good, let me tell you. Here. For women, you might do one breast, then the other breast, the solar plexus, the digestive tract, the root chakra. Then you go back here. And so you're doing your back. And then you get to your kidneys, which is important in terms of letting go of stress. So you're here. In fact, there's a special way of doing kidney breathing, which you could do without learning Reiki. What you do is you inhale. As you inhale, imagine blue light, that you're taking in blue light throughout your whole body. And as you exhale, you let imagine a dark substance coming out of your body. So it's in blue light and out like blackness or grayness. All that is, you need to get to remove all that imbalance, the inflammations, the disharmonies in your body, mind. So then I go to my feet. Actually, excuse me, I go to my knees. Then I go to my feet. Yeah, I can do them one at a time. I'm sorry, I'm closing my eyes because that's what happens to me automatically. Then do the other foot, unless you're flexible enough to do both feet at the same time. And it just feels so wonderful. And so this is what I do every day. In terms of acupressure, it's not like I know every exact point, but I'll do my hands and then my fingers. This is for anxiety and stress between my thumb and my forefinger. Sorry. Mm-hmm. And again, I'll do the other side. Just like waking up my body. And then I will do it to my feet. Oh, and you can also do it to your ears. I'm sorry, you could start with your ears. Just, that ear is a lot like a fetus, right? It's one of the first cells. By the way, I believe that every cell in the body is intelligent, Oh my God, that feels so good. So, as I put it in my bio, I'm also a performance artist, and I have used Reiki in my art. Here's where it's so fascinating for me. It's the remote healing. Okay, Sharon, you had a little experience of it. So apparently the idea of time and space being separate is a mind construct. Okay, and we live kind of in a web of universal energy. And yes, I can be here and you be, whether it's in San Diego or it's someplace in South America, wherever you are. I can, with my intention and with a surrogate, I can send to you this Reiki energy. Now, for example, I can do it with a photograph. I can do it with a stuffed animal, a bear. Okay, let me show you how I do that. Let's say Sharon, as I did you the other day, a while back now, I put my hand here and I say, this bear is also Sharon Krisher in Beverly Hills, California. Her head, her front, and her back. She is now healed on all levels, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Then if there's something that is, okay, let's see how this goes. Then I'm just going to do the same thing that I was doing on myself. I go through this, all the different hand positions. And then if there's a place of where you might be experiencing pain, like let's say it's your right shoulder, then I will, when I have done the whole body, I will go back and I will rest my hands on where you have pain here on the right shoulder. And I just stay there for a long time. And I have to tell you that when I had my first Reiki treatment, everybody's different. And no matter what you experience, it's still happening. Well, I saw colors. I felt like it was like a meditation. And so I knew then and there I wanted to learn it. I mean, it was so amazing to me. So you can, as I said, there are different levels. You can become a level 1. So you learn about Reiki and you are attuned. That is, the symbols that the master, the Reiki master has are passed on or imprinted in your body mind. And so though you won't know the symbols for level 1, you will, as I said before, the energy will flow from your hands and you can do exactly what I was doing, that self-healing. So that's very wonderful. And with level 2, you learn 3 symbols that accelerate the level, the strength of the energy. And then there's an advanced practitioner, and finally the master who can attune others. And there are literally millions of people throughout the world who practice Reiki. Now, Reiki originally began in Japan. And by the way, it has nothing to do with religion. Okay, I just want that to be perfectly clear. But this, his name was, this was in the late 1800s, Usui, so we call him Master Usui, studied many, many things. He studied Sanskrit, he studied Tibetan modes of healing, he studied Jesus Christ. Somehow he had an awakening and he opened a clinic. He wanted to find how to, how shall I say, to live forever. And so he had this realization, and he saw that this created healing. And so again, by deep relaxation, you open up the possibility of you healing. And so he opened a clinic, and people were recovering from all kinds of conditions. And then a Dr. Hayashi came and opened up another clinic. And then, here she is right here. I'm going to show you a picture. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Then Mrs. Takata brought it to the United States in the 60s. She came from Hawaii. And she was of Japanese descent. And so she was ill in various ways, and she decided to go to Japan to get treatment. And she originally was going to get some surgery, and then she heard about this clinic. Eventually, she was very taken with it, and she asked, and as a woman, it was like kind of an issue at first to learn it. But in fact, she did, and she went back to Hawaii, and she started a practice, so-called. And then she came, as I said, in the 60s, she came to this country, and there are many, many, many Reiki practitioners and Reiki masters throughout this country. Now, was there anything else I wanted to tell you? But of course, I welcome the questions. So it does, I still have my symptoms. I mean, I still have a tremor. I get fatigued. I do a lot though, but I get fatigued. I do get constipated. So I feel it guides me to other modalities. I meditate also. I try to meditate every morning and every evening. and I do transcendental meditation. But I feel it's a real support. And yeah, so I guess that's basically it. So it's for my own health, and I love helping other people help themselves. And I love using it in my art, and so that's basically it.
Okay, can you lead us through this one more time so we understand?
Sure,
Just
of
one,
course. Yeah.
and then we'll get to questions and answers. Okay. So
Okay. So this is how I do it. Okay. So I go here. So this, I think, is for the which gland is it? This is the thyroid. This is the pituitary gland.
mhm.
Okay. So then I go here. Then I go here. I mean, there may be variations from one school to the other. Here. Okay, we can do this. We can also do this, but women tend to do this. Whatever I have you there. Okay, this. 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 By the way, when I give a treatment, I don't put my hands on a woman's breasts or either, in terms of your reproductive and private space. We don't touch that. Okay, so here, and then here. Now you're going to start doing your back. Here. Lower still. The kidneys. So I'm interested in knowing if just doing this without the Reiki energy, if you're feeling some warmth in your hands and where you are laying your hands. Now I'm on my knees, and I'm going down to my feet. I'm doing one at a time. And what I will go back to if I have a pain someplace, or I naturally will go back. I may do something like this, and I think about millions of dopamine neurons are entering. In other words, I have tons and millions and billions of new pathways, new dopamine neurons by the thousands, by the million, blah, blah. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to move the pin. And let's see, we had a couple things in the chat. How long do you put your hands on each spot? I mean, does it matter?
It's as you feel it, really, as you
Mhm.
feel it.
Yeah.
Normally it might be like 2 to 5 minutes.
In a spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
again, if there's something hurting or you sense some, you might, for example, you might have indigestion and you're going to stay, longer or come back to the place that feels, where there's something going on.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Karen Rosenbaum responds. She said Sloan Kettering has Reiki.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
These little
Um,
memory holes.
and our other Karen said it's really neat that you tuned into the colors of the frequency immediately. I understand energy is all around. Um, Janie Petrosin. Years ago, I trained in level 1 and 2 at Scottsdale College. The Reiki master called me up to help him heal a volunteer. I could feel my aura all around my body and especially in my hands. It was
Mm.
amazing, and I did notice that the results were not long lasting. I wonder why.
Mm.
I didn't, are
Well,
they?
did you, did she? I'm sorry. What is her name?
She said the results
Janie.
were not long lasting.
Yeah, no, no. I understand. Wanted to address her, and I didn't. I don't know her name. What is her
Oh,
name?
that was
I'm right here.
Janie.
Janie. Hi,
I'm right
Janie.
next to you.
Um, were you attuned to Reiki?
Very much. We moved, so I couldn't take the level 3 master
Right, right.
class. So I
But you
only
did.
went to the second level.
Okay, so
But I
second
could
level.
feel it. My hands were like burning hot.
Mm,
They were very, very hot.
so that's
And
what.
so as I was doing the treatment, I definitely could feel that.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. So you did 1 and 2. So you learned the symbols, right? You learned 3 symbols. Do
Pretty
you
much.
still?
I don't remember. It's so many years ago. No, I don't remember.
So you might,
The Parkinson's brain.
if you're interested, you might try doing it again. It's not
Yeah,
unusual
I would
to,
say.
yeah, but it's still in your hands. Um, yeah, you just need to focus on it again and start doing what I'm
Yeah.
doing and maybe get an attunement again.
Yeah, I think you're right. I would have to start over.
Yeah, I
I
think so
still can
too.
find it. I feel it, but it's not as strong
Uh-huh, uh-huh. That's
as
right.
it
When you
was.
put your hands like that, you feel the energy, the
Yeah.
tingling. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to help somebody, send to somebody, you can imagine the person being in between your hands. That's another way you can do
Oh,
it.
that's
Yeah.
Oh,
interesting.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Uh-huh. Okay. Great.
Definitely.
Okay. Um, Karen Patterson, what names you said put the names in the chat. I don't know what you're referring to. Unmute yourself.
The names of the people she mentioned that started it, the
Oh, okay.
Japanese. Yeah, it's been again like what Janie said. I've been playing with this concept and I understand and can feel the energy for a very long time, but actually practicing it in a group and the names I don't remember. But this is something I'm very familiar with, and yeah, I've had to heal others and myself remotely and in close
Okay.
range off and on for years. I just don't remember the terms or the symbols, but I know they're there.
Okay. All right. Yes, I have a friend too who's ready to get another attunement because you do want to practice it regularly, and
Mhm.
if you go years without it, I would think you'd want to study it again.
I need a refresher course. I practice
You
it,
need
but
a
I don't
refresher
remember.
course.
Yeah, I don't
Exactly.
remember the particulars.
Right,
I
right,
just
right,
know
right.
it's there and I can play with it a little bit. And I have been able to, like I said, help a lot of people both from a distance and close range. It's just been a while since I've
Mm-hmm.
talked the talk.
Right, right, right. But you've
Okay.
experienced what it can feel like.
Oh gosh, yeah, I can raise an energy ball like nothing just by doing this and knowing it's
Uh-huh.
there. It's a
Wonderful.
real way of healing. And yeah,
Mhm.
me too. I'm going on 10 years since diagnosis, but I know a lot of why I've been able to maintain is because I'm aware of these things, regardless of what stress is going on in my life. This is a big part of how I control it.
Wonderful.
Mm.
That's excellent. Mm.
And there's a lot
And
of
you
stress.
look good.
Thank you. I've got a long story, so Sharon knows most of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And
We're
actually,
not
the
going into
other.
that today.
No,
I'm
thank you.
sorry. You were saying, Malenka?
Oh no, I was just saying. Um, I f- Again, I forget the lady who spoke, the woman who spoke just before this person. Um, anyway, that you can tell when you really can sense when you're with someone who does Reiki. You know, you develop a kind of, it becomes a way to be very still and
Mhm.
very, and you open up and you then, as I said, start a healing process. And again, it's you doing the healing, not the practitioner.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Stacy Christensen had several things. How would you recommend we find a good, skilled Reiki master in person? And is there a registration or certification for Reiki? And her third question, a lot of questions, can remote healing occur in recorded remote Reiki?
Okay. Let's see. So the first question was where to find someone. It's called IARP. It's the International Association of Reiki Professionals. There is a website of an organization. It's huge, and this is where my Reiki master, studied Reiki. And by the way, it's a whole kind of how to put it. It's master to students, master to student. That's how it gets passed on. So, but there are a few different organizations throughout the country. So there's www.reiki.org, and you can find listings there of people of Reiki masters in your area. If you want to experience, in particular, if you want to experience it in person. And by the way, one treatment is like a Band-Aid. You really need to experience a series of Reiki treatments and again, learn it yourself and support yourself that way. Also, you can actually do it online, because since you can do it remotely already, for example, I can see you and I can send to you the Reiki energy. I can even attune you online. The Master Usui didn't have people necessarily, right in front of him to give treatments. And it came to him so he's the Grand Master, really. But anyway, I hope that answers your question. So again, there's the International Association of Reiki Practitioners, and you have this major website, www.reiki.org. And if you have more questions, you can contact me easily at Sharon. I don't know how. Shall we put that on the?
We can put we can put your email address in the chat
Okay.
if you want. And yeah, I'm looking at this website, the reiki.org, and they have
Yes.
at the request distance Reiki. So you can request
Exactly.
it for
Yes.
yourself or your family and friends, it says. So you don't
Thank
have
you
to
for that.
yeah, so you can do it remotely from anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, you can contact me if you want to experience it. What I thought I would do, I don't know how many people are attending, but if you were to send me a photograph via email, or just your name and address. That is, I just need to know, you need to know the location. Okay, so like Sharon, I would have your name, and I would have, if you are home, Beverly Hills, California. So I thought if everyone here, or who people who are interested, send me a photo. I would like a photograph, but you can send me, as I said, name and address. I will put them. I will put you, all of you, in one place, and I will send you Reiki energy for 3 days straight. If you're interested in that experience. And also I'm available for to learn level 1 or 2. So that's it, I think.
Any other questions? I'm just putting your email in the chat. So BCID.
Oh no, not that one. I'm sorry. That's my organization.
That's your okay.
Where I'm director of special projects. No, my personal email. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Tell me, and I'll type it.
Well, I have two. I have Milenka.diversibility. It'll be easier with my name. Milenka.Berengolc @gmail.com.
Here's GLC at gmail.com. Okay, I just want to make sure. BERENGOLC. Okay.
That's right.
Okay, I think I got it right. If it's not right, you tell me.
Okay.
Come on, go. Oh.
And I just want to show you, as I called myself the wandering healer. It's a kind of life as art performance. So I would find, just people along my path and ask them if they wanted to experience this energy. And I would say, then let me take a photograph of you, and you can write down what particular healing you need. And then I would send for a certain amount of time, days, etc. So.
Okay. Carol Levin asked if it's not too personal, are you on any Parkinson's drugs?
Yes, I am. I'm on, I guess you call it Cinemet. So that's what I take.
Yeah. And she's diagnosed 20 years ago. So that's not bad.
Wow.
That's a good sign. Yeah. I think, and yeah, it's amazing. We were talking before, and she said when she was diagnosed, the doctor told her she had 10 good years. And actually, what happened at that time, I was diagnosed a couple of years after she was, and a lot of doctors say 5 good years. And unfortunately, there are still some out there who are saying that. So if you are someone who goes to a doctor who says, oh, you only have 5 good years left, tell them that there's been a lot of progress made, and you think that that's unrealistic at this point.
Right. There's so much going on. There's so much research going on.
Yeah. So yeah, if they say that, it's a clue to find another doctor.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So any other questions? Everybody relaxed? Are you relaxed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Send our aura, please. Actually, at the World Parkinson's Congress, in the wellness room, they do Reiki.
Oh, really?
They've done it every year. Yeah, they've done it in the past. So hopefully they will have it again in Phoenix.
I'm having a vision of going to neurologists, movement disorder offices, and bringing my Reiki in there, my bear and so forth.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. I love your bear. Well, you were holding the bear. He actually looked alive. Believe it or not, it was moving enough. You could see it looked like it was alive. Anyway, thank you, Milenka. This was really fun and enlightening and relaxing. And
It's a pleasure.
I need to get, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I forgot one prop.
Okay. I don't know.
I've been, okay. Hello again. This is a vibration ball, which is total opposite of what Milenka does. It's called the villain ball. I'm actually testing it. The company called me. They're from Lithuania. They called me from Lithuania, and it's been approved in Europe, and it vibrates. You press this thing, and it vibrates for like 10 minutes, and it uses AI to see how you react to it, and it's supposedly reduces your tremors, calms the tremors for like up to 4 hours at a time. So I've been working with this for 2 weeks, and I kind of like it. It's fun. Um, it sometimes it takes a life of its own, and it will spin in my hand. And as a result, as a reaction to the tremor in my hand, it will make the tremor worse, so it'll make it better. It's an interesting concept, so I will be writing about it. It's available on Amazon. You can find it on my website if you're interested. It's not cheap, I will tell you that. But that's my latest toy. And I'm getting the vibrating gloves from the
Española. Oh,
Espanola. Yes, I think they were probably at my house even now. I think they came yesterday while I was gone. And we'll see how those go. So there's all kinds of things you can do um, in addition to the Reiki. I love the calming aspect of that. It's really nice. It felt really good when Milenka had me practically asleep. So anyway, any other questions about this? Otherwise, we'll go on to our last few slides. No questions? Did you enjoy it? Okay, good.
Mhm.
All right. Uh, Karen, Karen, Marina, can you put up the list? Okay. So the next thing is, oh, I put the wrong slide up. Okay. The how many of you are thinking of going to Phoenix? Anybody? I can't, you know what, I need to change. Let's stop screen sharing because I can't see the whole group. Okay. Raise your hands if you're thinking of going to Phoenix. Wonderful. Okay. If you are a first timer for the World Parkinson's Congress, you are eligible for a Twitchy Woman grant. This is only if you've never gone before. So if you are interested, the deadline is October 16th. So it's this week. You have to get your application in. And what we do is we pay for the registration, which is $300. If you need more than the registration, you actually need hotel and airfare. There are other grants available as well, and you can apply for those too. But the Twitchy Women grants are available only through, you have to put your application in this week to get it to go through. If you are interested, go to World Parkinson's Congress 2026 and click on travel grants, and you want to fill out, there's a red button to push to click on, and there's two of them. You click on the one on the right, which is for patients, and just go through it. And once you say that you have never been before to a World Parkinson's Congress, you will get the page for the Twitchy Woman grant. Otherwise, you can't get to it directly. And following up on that, next month, we are going to have a comedy event as a fundraiser for these grants. And I will tell you that the first time we gave grants was 2 years ago in Barcelona. And I want to shout out to Laura Russell for coming up with the idea of what we should do with some money that we had donated. And the money was well spent. It was the people who went had an amazing time. We sponsored 9 women, and they were all very active in their Parkinson's communities now and doing amazing things. So we are having on November 9th a fundraiser. What's so funny about Parkinson's? And My friend Marilyn Landau, who I take boxing with, her husband is a stand-up comic, and he came to me and said, I'd like to do something as a fundraiser. And we came up with, he put together this comedy event, which will be if you can make it in person, that would be wonderful. If you live in the LA area, it's $50 a person for tickets. It's a small theater, only 65 seats. Once those seats are sold out, we will be offering it to stream online for $20 per computer, whatever it is. But we will know how much money we need to raise by then, because we'll know how many people applied for our scholarships. So I hope that you can join us either live or online for the What's So Funny About Parkinson's. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have 3 people who have Parkinson's who are performing. We have some well-known names of comedians who would not say no. They were thrilled to be asked and to be part of this. And so we're really excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. And that's our Sunday morning basically for November, because it's taking too much time and energy so there will not be a Sunday morning in November. And I'm not quite sure what we're doing in December. Next slide. Oh, if you haven't, take a look at Turn 2. If you want to get information via AI, it's actually a very nice site, but there is a charge for it. And but it really gives you a lot of wonderful Parkinson's information, and the more information you give it, the better attuned it is to what you need, and it will respond to you with appropriate articles and other information. Okay. And I think that might be it. Is there another slide? Oh, we still have our 2 discussion groups. Anything goes on Tuesday mornings, every Tuesday with Shelley. And our Parkies Without Partners are now meeting twice a month on Sundays, the first and third Sunday of the month. So it's consistent, and it's every Monday, twice a month on Sundays at, what time is it? 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. And that, I think, is it.